So, Jack, it's great that you're doing this for us.
you.
It was wonderful.
Glad to
I know
help.
you let an officer go first with Pat. Would you do some enlisted men things for me and tell me about my dad's uniform?
Rank does have its privilege.
There you go.
Okay. This is a 13-year-old who, no, just kidding.
He looks young for sure.
He was 18. This is either at the end of basic or after basic training. He has nothing in the way of ribbons.
Now, I thought this was his Eisenhower jacket, but it's something different.
No.
What is that?
That's the basic enlisted man service coat. It's a cheaper, coarser wool.
So what do you know about his, is that a beret? Is that what you would call it? What do you call those?
That's called an overseas cap or a garrison cap. I'm going to guess that this picture is hand-tinted because your dad was not having color photographs taken in 1943.
Yes, sir.
So somebody hand-tinted that piping very nicely. This is the way...
That's the real one, huh?
That's the color of the hat, and that's the color of the infantry piping.
That is incredible.
Enlisted men all wore the piping that matched the color of their specialty. Yellow for cavalry, red for artillery.
Yes.
Blue for the infantry.
Right.
And his cap is probably this cut, maybe a little different.
So, Jack, what are these?
These are private first class chevrons. Your dad in that training picture wouldn't have any rank. However, on this Ike jacket, when he's gone through the war, he should have one on each sleeve at about the position between the shoulder patch and the elbow.
Is that right? One on each sleeve?
Yes.
So they should have been on there and maybe they were not ever given, or do you think they might have taken them off? What do you know about it?
Maybe he didn't care.
No.
You can see on your original, you can see stitch marks. They would have been hand stitched.
All right, well, you know what? My brother has Dad's jacket, so we'll take a look at it and see if we see the outline of it at all.
Right.
Well, that's amazing. All right, so let's move on to something else. What
Okay.
else do we have in here? All right, so his that's what I would know as his 99th Infantry Battalion separate patch. Is that right?
That was the Viking Battalion, as I think you mentioned.
Yeah.
They tried, there was a Greek American battalion and, well, of course, the Niseis, the Japanese Americans.
Right.
They were supposed to be specialized in odd combat, where they'd be infiltrating and...
Right, so that's it.
Speaking like
For a
natives.
possible conflict in Norway for the Norwegian American, the Viking Battalion. Let me ask you about this one.
Yes.
So, tell me about what's on his left breast there.
All right. At the top is the Combat Infantryman Badge. That's a Springfield 1795 musket. Blue is for the infantry, just like on his piping here.
Got it.
The oak leaf is for steadfastness, loyalty, and that kind of stuff.
Did it have any significance at all?
The Combat Infantryman Badge only went to the trigger pullers. Combat medics had a different one, expert shooters had a different one, and he wasn't carrying a carbine, he was carrying the M1 Garand, which weighs about 8 pounds.
I think we have a photo of that.
Yes, you have the picture of him with his brother.
Let's take a look at that. Is that it right there?
Yes. This thing weighs 8 pounds and it's very long.
It's going down almost to past his thigh there. I'm 6 feet tall. I got blessed with the height. He didn't get that, so he was a pretty tough guy.
Well, yeah, you had to get used to swinging that weight around, and there's no doubt that he shot at people. Maybe he killed people. He would never have told you whether he did.
No, they never talked about that.
No, they didn't. And there he is.
Yep.
You can see the whole length of the M1, which we all call the Garand now, but it's the M1 rifle, which he had a Sharpshooter medal for, which is the middle qualification.
So he was in the thick of it. That says you were in the thick of it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
And that goes along with the 5 campaign/battle stars that he had on his ribbon.
So, you know, looking at what you see, what kind of guy was my dad? Was he tough? Is there a lot of stuff on this jacket? A little bit of, what was it?
Your dad was a killer. He was a trigger puller. And you and Pat, both of your dads are missing a really significant ribbon. They don't have a Purple Heart.
Well, thank God for that.
Which means your dad never even got nicked, and Pat's dad didn't get nicked. And he was in at least 5 combat engagements. They decided in 1947 that if somebody had the qualifications to have the CIB, that they also would have earned a Bronze Star.
Is that right?
Which is a meritorious conduct.
So Dad should have a Bronze Star?
After 47.
After they ruled that.
And if you can contact the Army, there will be a citation that says why he earns the Bronze Star, and they will give you a Bronze Star, a ribbon, and a little lapel pin.
Wow. You know, Jack, this is incredible. We thought we knew a lot of this stuff, you know, but for you to do the research you did and try to find these things, I can't thank you enough, my friend.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
This is wonderful. Thank you so much. How about Jack, right? Gosh, good job. Thank you.